Okay, hi everybody, welcome to Grandpa's Story Time.
Good morning.
We're here with Lou DeLuise. He's going to be guest speaker today for Nora and Elena and Mason and whoever else is listening out there today. And today's book is called The Smallest Cow in the World. Me and Lou are going to read this to you. And I'll do a page and then Lou will do a page, okay? Marvin Gates lived with his father and his mother and his sister May on Brock's dairy farm. On his farm, Mr. Brock had 2 dogs, 8 cats, and 97 cows. One of the 97 cows was named Rosie.
Rosie was the meanest cow in the world. She butted the big dog. She switched May's face. She stepped on Dad's foot.
She pushed Mr. Brock against the barn wall. Nobody liked Rosie, except Marvin. "I love Rosie," he said. "She is the most beautiful cow in the world." You can hear the babies. We got a bird nest right next to us, and the babies are going crazy. Here's the mama. Here's the mama checking on us.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a bug in her mouth.
"Ha," May said. "You don't feed her, you don't wash her, you don't milk her, you don't shovel her manure. She doesn't butt you, she doesn't switch you, she doesn't step on your foot. She doesn't push you against the barn wall."
"You don't know anything about Rosie." "Yes, I do," said Marvin. "I know Rosie's mad because Mr. Brock took away her calf." "You are the dumbest boy in the world," May said. "Mr. Brock always takes the calves."
That spring, Mr. Brock said, "I'm going to sell Rosie." "That's good," May said, but she was wrong. "I am getting too old to farm," Mr. Brock said. "I'm going to sell everything and move to a sunny place. Maybe Florida."
Maybe. Marvin's father was sad. He had to find a new job. Marvin's mother was sad. She had to leave her garden.
May was sad. She had to leave her school and all her friends, but no one was as sad as Marvin.
Soon the Gates family moved. Dad worked hard on his new job. Mom planted a new garden. May found a new friend named Jenny, and everyone was happy, except Marvin. Marvin was still sad.
Poor Marvin. "Marvin needs a pet," Mom said. "Mom, do you want a kitten?" "No," said Marvin. "I want Rosie." "Do you want a truck?" Dad said. "No," said Marvin. "I want Rosie." He wanted that cow.
"Don't be a crybaby," May said. "There are 121 cows on this farm. Find yourself another cow." "I don't want another cow," said Marvin. "I want Rosie." "Too bad," May said. "You will never see Rosie again." Marvin looked at May. He stopped crying. "That's good," May said. But she was wrong.
The next day, Dad looked at the trailer. It was covered with scribbling. Mom looked at her new garden, and all the flowers were pulled up.
Uh-oh.
Somebody did something.
Uh-oh. May looked at her books. They were all over the floor, and everyone went to look for Marvin. Marvin's up to no good.
Yep. Dad was worried. Mom was worried. May was mad. Very, very mad. Marvin, she yelled, "I'm going to get you." Ooh.
He didn't want to show you that picture.
Oh, let's show it.
Marvin was sitting in the field. He was smiling. "Don't be mad at me," he said. "I didn't do anything. Rosie did it." "Rosie?" "Yes," he said. "Marvin," said May, "you are the dumbest boy in the world. Mr. Brock sold Rosie. She is far, far away." "Stop!" Marvin yelled. "You nearly stepped on Rosie." He pointed at the grass. Must have like a tiny cow or something. I don't
Really?
see it.
"There's nothing there," May said. "There's Rosie," said Marvin. "She came back, and she got small." "How do you know it's Rosie?" Mom asked. "She is black and white," said Marvin. "Oh," said Dad. "And," said Marvin, "she is the meanest cow in the world." Uh-oh. She's mean.
"I thought Rosie was the most beautiful cow in the world," said May. "She used to be," Marvin said. "Now she's the meanest." "Oh," Mom said, "what happened?" "She didn't want to move," said Marvin. "It's no fun to move. And she doesn't like being little. It's no fun being little." I think he's got an imaginary cow now.
Yeah. "But how did Rosie get so small?" asked Dad. "Her new owner was a witch," said Marvin. Whoa. "Rosie did not like her. Rosie buttered her. Rosie switched her face. Rosie stepped on her foot. Rosie pushed her against the barn wall. The witch got mad. She turned Rosie into the smallest cow in the world." Ooh, look at that
We're
witch.
making up a story, I think. I think Marvin's making up some crazy story. About some witch. "Well," Mom said, "I think Rosie needs a barn of her own." "You're right," said Marvin. "Someone might step on her. Or she might pull up more flowers," said Mom. "She might draw on more walls," said Dad. "She might tear up more books," said May. "Yes," said Marvin. "She is very mean."
Dad got a little brown bottle. He poked some holes in the lid. "Here," he said, "here's a nice dry barn for Rosie. Rosie likes her new home," said Marvin. "She will not be mean anymore." Marvin was happy at last. "That's good," May said. "But she was wrong." Uh-oh. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
This might be the longest book we've ever read.
Thanks.
Marvin played with Rosie all summer. He talked to her, he fed her grass, he milked her. He took Rosie everywhere, even to bed.
"Marvin," Mom said, "school begins next week. You will be very busy there. Why don't you leave Rosie with me?" "I can't," said Marvin. "Rosie wants to go to school. She wants to be the smartest cow in the world." "Oh," said Dad. "Oh," said Mom. "Oh, no," said May. Dad kind of looks like a Amish.
Amish beard.
Yeah.
May did not know what to say, but her new friend Jenny did. "You kids are dumb," Jenny said. "You don't have any imagination. Marvin has a great imagination." Jenny gave May an idea.
After school, May said, "Marvin, I have been looking at Rosie. She can't go to school anymore. But she wants to," said Marvin. "She wants to get smart fast." "She will have to wait," May said. "Rosie is going to have a calf." Marvin peeped into Rosie's barn. "You are right," he said. "She was smiling." Then he looked sad. Peeped.
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 He peeped into the barn.
Peeped.
Will anyone take Rosie's calf away from her, he asked. No, Mom said. Rosie and her calf will live together always. But Rosie can't go to school now, said Marvin. That's okay, Dad said. She knows how to take care of her calf better than anyone.
Will you always like Rosie, Marvin asked May. Of course I will, May said. I think she is the most beautiful cow in the world. Ooh. We all love Rosie, said Mom, and she gave him a kiss. Ooh.
They're all pretending like to see his imaginary cow.
And the calf.
And the calf now, the smallest cow in the world. We will take her with us if we have to move to another farm, asked Marvin. We will never leave her behind, said Dad, and he gave Marvin a hug.
May said no matter how small she is, or where she lives, or if she's the smart or dumb, Rosie will have Dad and Mom and you and me. And the smallest calf in the world, she will never be lonely again. That's good, Marvin said. Oh, one happy family.
And he was right. The end. Well, that was some book. That's our longest book ever.
I hope you liked it, Nora.
Yeah. And Elena.
And Mason.
And Mason. And we'll see you guys soon. We love you. Bye.